It's the Scotty Ray Report, reliable, fast, and true. Headlines, weather, local news, he brings it all to you. From the courthouse to the back roads, he don't miss a thing. Traffic, storms, communities, on top of everything. Bringing you the news you need at home or on your drive. Listen in, it's Scotty Ray time.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie joins us as we kick off the Scotty Ray Report. And
yeah,
Otis, I'm just not sure if it's Old Spice or it's High Karate aftershave that you've got on.
I've got on natural.
What?
I don't put on foo-foo stuff.
Odie, if you missed yesterday, couldn't be here because he didn't have any water, and he refused to leave the house stinky. So he didn't make it to work yesterday.
Yeah, I had to go find me a shower. Got home yesterday and had low pressure. Okay. Maybe to build up. A little bit later, it was like, all right, we're getting a little bit more pressure back. Good. Woke up. Didn't have no pressure. This ain't good. Usually get text and stuff like that says, hey, this is what's going on. I ain't getting nothing. So supposedly had a busted line, and so we got home last night and we got water. It's not the cleanest water.
Kind of dirty there, huh?
Yeah, I hadn't received any kind of notification, but I'm still gonna boil this stuff before I use
Just to be on the safe side there. It's always better to do
I use
that.
a filter anyway, but I'm gonna boil this stuff before I put it in my filter jug.
As you know, me and Greg were talking yesterday morning. You can do without electricity, but it's that water that you can't make it without.
No, you gotta have that stuff. Christina, thank you.
Never hurts also, just when you're buying your supplies, to have an extra case of water somewhere, because you don't know when something. You use it to brush your teeth and many other things that come about.
Milk jugs. You get through with milk, wash it out real good, put water in it. Not drinkable, because you might keep this stuff a year, but it's good to go in the back of your toilet.
Yep, anywhere like that.
Kind of brush your teeth. If you need to wash off, you can, but
have a little something.
Drinking water, you don't want to keep it over a year. Sealed water.
Put your date on there, right?
Put your date on it, and when you put it up, and recirculate it.
And a lot of people will take. I've seen it at least in the old days. I don't know, but now they'd fill up a jug and put it in the freezer, so you'd have ice for your coolers.
And then when it melts, you got water.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you got room in your deeper freezer. Angie Ray seems to never clean ours out or rotate stuff, so we don't know what's in the bottom of that thing.
Well, I can't say nothing because now that you think about it, I don't know what's in the bottom of my deep freeze neither.
I've often suggested that, and I just stay away from her freezer. It's kind of like her lawnmower. It's her lawnmower. I have nothing to do with it.
Oh, so she won't let you take nothing out of it?
Well, I wouldn't know what to do with it if I had it. I can't.
Blue cans at the end of the driveway.
I can't cook, so y'all, I can barely use a microwave. I would be in knee-deep trouble. You know how they drop people off on an island? I wouldn't make it. I can't cook.
So you're not going to be on Naked and Afraid?
I wouldn't be there in the first place. I might be afraid, but I ain't going to be there the other way. I can't cook deer meat either, Rhonda. The only thing that I can do that I have learned through the years is how to do sausage, and I never know if it's done or not, so I cook it till it looks burnt, and then I'm pretty sure it's done.
It's done then.
You have to scrape off the end of it, and I'm just a horrible cook. But
Maria says she rotates her freezer once a year.
Smart, because
I did that one time. Amy got mad because the lid was backwards.
Man, he's cutting up this morning. But I tried to explain to Angie of the money that you lose because food ain't cheap, and if you don't rotate, it's no good after a certain amount of time.
I don't have it anymore, but this packing seal, vacuum seal.
We got one of them.
When you put stuff in there and you vacuum seal it, it keeps it fresher a lot longer. Still need to rotate it, but now I used to do a lot of that, and that vacuum seal everything, stick it in the freezer, and it would be there. But
Neat machine there. I know that you and Amy were getting ready to go see rapper Little J.
Yeah, we were.
And I got bad news for you. He's in jail. You can't make it to that concert. He was involved in a little shooting. You can't make it. Down in Florida.
Darn. I wonder if Ticketmaster will give us a refund.
I hope so. It's just amazing how celebrities get into mischief that they should not. It's a bunch of that.
Yeah.
So that happened there. Did you hear me talking about that new technology they invented that helped find that soldier?
Heartbeat. Yeah.
It hears, and they basically say they can find you anywhere. You got a heartbeat, they're gonna find you.
I don't think that's just for our people who are lost in the woods.
I don't think so
I think
either.
that can be used to find anybody in a hole.
Hole or behind a mansion.
Yeah, or in a tunnel.
Yeah. Somewhere in Iran.
So hold on, we'll sign that ceasefire. Oh, you can find us by heartbeat. I sign.
They signed quick. He was not, but a lot of them, in Trump minute, I think he would have took out all the bridges, and CNN jumped on board and was trying to take it a step further, and he jumped all over them. It was not genocide. It was just you got to win, and the only way to win with bad people is to show them. You got to destroy their infrastructure, and it made them sign. And I don't think any of them over there think for a moment that he wouldn't have done it.
Well, they was already in the air. Was headed over there with some presents. They even had bows on top.
Yeah, yes, there are little cute ones there.
And he said, "Hey, y'all just hold off for a minute." All right.
But we got a 2-week. Gas prices are starting to go down already. The stock market is recovering, which is good news. I mean, $86 yesterday to fill up a tank. That's ridiculous. And could always
talking about filling a tank. You can fill your tummy. Metro celebrating 1 year at the old Fire Station 6 there on 20th Street.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah, they're giving out hot dogs, cookout to celebrate. So go by and get you a hot dog. Kevin, I hope y'all got plenty of hot dogs, because there's going to be people coming. I'm going to be there.
Oh, yeah, we were there. If you remember, we were there for the grand opening. And it's hard to believe that that's been a year.
Yeah. So go by Metro, get them a hot dog today from 11 to 1:35. Up
Well,
to
I said
11 to 1 at
11.
3520 20th Street. Y'all know where that's at.
Right there by the
see 'em out
store.
there. Yep, right across from the old
Church.
the church and the snow cone machine.
I didn't know about the snow cone machine.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I think it's still out there. It's an old snow cone stand that stood out there. Had a straw sticking out the top of it.
I've never paid attention, and I've parked there a lot. I use that area to pull in and fill out stuff. I didn't realize that.
Oh, happy hump day to you as well, Diane, from
Tennessee.
East Tennessee. Yeah.
I don't want anybody to take this wrong what I'm fixing to say next, but somebody needs some cornbread.
They need a couple of hamburgers, some cornbread.
You just don't see. I missed her when she was in Meridian. She came and spoke not long ago, but I hadn't seen many full body shots. But Odie, she's too skinny. Lynn Finch is who I'm talking about, and Lynn needs some cornbread.
Yeah, she had to run around the shower to get wet.
Oh my God! Let me show y'all. This is the new police chief of Jackson that has just been hired with the Attorney General. But Lynn needs some food, y'all. Look how skinny she is.
Yeah, I know they feed them in Jackson.
Look how skinny. That woman's skinny now.
Yeah, that can't be healthy.
We need somebody to take something over there and bake her something.
RW, I know you got an extra casserole or two.
She needs to eat. This is the new police chief and of Jackson, and Rochelle Breakney is her name. I hadn't seen her in uniform just yet, Odie. I've seen her wearing the pantsuit everywhere she goes. I hadn't seen her in uniform since she took over. Typically, don't you?
Well, in some places you do have Chief Sanders. He wears a uniform. Sheriff Calhoun, he wears his uniform.
Jody does.
Jody does.
Yeah, everybody we know.
You do see, yeah, everybody we know.
I don't know anybody that doesn't.
You go up north in some of these bigger cities, they wear
But it's
suits and stuff like it. Wanda, she's not just thin.
that is major skinny.
Yeah.
Not saying, she may have been that way all her life. I just have never noticed her being that skinny before. So we hope we can get her
I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to her.
There's rumor that she's going to run for governor. See, as you look here, here's the Jackson police chief.
Maybe she just got them ordered. And they hadn't come in yet.
Well, there's another one. She's not in that one either. Let's see. Oh, not there either. Not there either. Not there.
How long has she held the position?
3 weeks to a month.
Well.
Not there either. I'm just saying it just stuck out.
She's got to. She's not going to just wear a generic police uniform. She's going to have hers, and you've got to order it and get it tailored, because you go over and you order it, and then they've got to make it fit you lengthwise and do some alterations.
Mystery excuse.
So
I'm just pointing out that we're going to watch this.
3 weeks. Another week she ought to be, if she wears a uniform, she ought to be in a uniform.
I don't think she's wearing one.
And she may not.
That's like well, no, I'll keep that thought to myself. But anyway, it makes you go, things that make you go, some days. And that was one of those.
Corinne, I had thought maybe health problems. But the reason that I kind of went away from her having some health problems is because she's still going to run for political office.
Correct.
And you don't do stuff like that if you have health issues.
I just think she needs some food.
So, yeah. I think she
We're worried about
her. Yeah, we want her to be healthy.
That's right.
Come eat with us.
We used to chunky women. Let's just go ahead and the great state of Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, we got Oprah's.
There's pecan pie somewhere that can help somebody. And speaking of it, I tell you somebody who did go on a diet and just trimmed up is Sarah Huckabee. Boy, she got in shape, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
So, well, there we go. We'll be right back. We got a lot to talk about this morning of what's going on in the community over the last 24 hours. Some sad news, some good things, and we'll get it all started in just a moment. You don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Those LS tractors are rolling in to Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 in Cicalina. Keith and the gang will have a LS tractor that fits your needs, from a professional end of it, or maybe it's just deer plots that you need a tractor for. Starting at a 26 horsepower, 40 horsepower, or even larger. Don't forget to ask about that 0% financing as well. Parts, a new tractor, or a tall tale. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Call them at 626-8759. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. The Scotty Ray Report studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing, and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
Welcome back. Man. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we get our day underway. Woo-hoo.
You know, that Environment Masters, you just saw the commercial, and I tell you, we need them right now. I mean, look at what the temperature has done. We came home from L.A. Sunday, and it was cool. Monday it was cooler. We finally turned the air conditioner on last night. But that kind of stuff wears on your equipment. And,
it does.
At a company like Environment Masters, they can take care of that and all your other electrical and plumbing needs. Call them and have them come out and check your stuff.
They'll help you. He'll be back and visit with us another morning there. Nice folks, too. Family owned, operated.
Yeah, that's been in business for 53 years.
And just expanding everywhere.
And that's why they're the studio sponsor, not just a regular sponsor, because they really do a great job.
Think a bunch of them there.
Yeah.
As we get in, I'm going to go into this first story. Now Odie, I called. There's always sometimes two sides to every story. We like to have the facts and nothing but the facts that we can get. We've got you what we've got. I've asked by email and by phone for details. I have not gotten a reply on this whatsoever. It 100% happened. I don't know if parents were notified because I didn't get an answer. That would be one of the things of were parents notified about this. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I do not know because no one answered me from the Kemper County School District. I sent an email and made a call last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere along in there, for an answer of what happened on campus at Kemper County High School. But a weapon was found. It was on school grounds. It was not in the classroom, but it could have easily ended up being in the classroom. A book bag. I guess as you go into schools now, they check book bags as you walk in.
I think they got metal detectors, if I'm not mistaken.
A weapon was found, and here's the story. I want you to read this. A weapon was found as a student was entering the school in a book bag. Now, from what I'm understanding, I don't know much more than did it have ammunition with it? It did. I don't know anything more than that. I do not know I know the Kemper County Sheriff's Department was called, but we don't know if charges were pressed or anything like that happened because we didn't get an answer back on this. But very important that parents know what goes on at school. And I would hope that someone would eventually give us an answer for this from Kemper County. We have asked. Wow. But you need to know what goes on. This happened last Tuesday, so this is the 8th day since then. And I haven't seen a media release, nor have I seen anybody else get one. But
that's tough when we're in a day and a time, and who'd ever thunk it?
That's true.
You've got to go through a metal detector to get an education.
We brought this up last week. Is as good as Mississippi is, and we are a great state. We believe in God, family, country, Amen. All of that. And all of these mass shootings began in Mississippi.
Yes, they did.
And who would have ever thought that we would have been the poster child for that?
I'd be first and second.
And it was it Pearl? Isn't that where it started?
Pearl
Brandon,
and Columbine.
Yeah. Just shocking. But this did happen last week. No one was hurt. I'm not trying to say that. I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying wrong. We just want to know the facts. Nothing more. We're not trying to add to it. We just want to know what went on. Disclose this. It does involve a minor, so we didn't go into name calling or any of that because we don't have it. And we do not know if charges were filed because it is against the law to do that. I'd like to know more about this. Were charges filed? And it can be written up as a juvenile was charged, and that part is the names aren't released if you're under the age of 18.
We went to school in a time where you had a gun in the back window of your vehicle, and that's
Correct.
where it stayed. And if you had a problem, you used Mo and Joe, and then it was over.
Correct.
This isn't a game. You don't hit reset, and don't let me get on my soapbox on that.
But things have changed.
Melody, L.A. is not that L.A. I ain't got no reason
He's
to go
trying to go to
L.A.
Lower Alabama.
Lower Alabama. Yeah. If I tell you I just went to L.A., y'all check my blood pressure. I ain't lost nothing over there.
No, I've been there once in my life, and it was something to see. It was right before they had took the bulldozer to OJ's house.
Oh,
I remember riding.
His house ain't there no more?
No, they bulldozed that down. It's gone. It was resold. I don't know what they did with it, but they can't pronounce rodeo out there. They call it rodeo. Is what they call.
They even named a street after it, didn't they?
It was shocking, but it was truly something to see. They live so different than we do there.
Oh,
way of
man.
thinking all the way around. I saw this story, and again, this doesn't mean it's law or anything like this. This means, as many headlines that we've seen coming from Britain and areas where Prince Charles didn't acknowledge Easter at all.
Yeah.
We see in Canada, it isn't there yet. I want to be clear about what I'm saying, but they're saying that there's language being used that, quote in the Bible, could be used as hate speech and you being arrested.
History lesson.
Okay.
Who owns Canada?
That would be Britain.
So
Hello?
does it surprise you?
No, it does not.
And I understand as a Christian, if you celebrate Resurrection Day, but you don't care anything about the bunny rabbit and the eggs, that's cool.
That's for kids.
That's cool. But our Lord and Savior was resurrected. And to be Christian, you have to believe in his death and his resurrection. And when you make bills against it.
This is Bill C9. It's been introduced to
Senile, maybe.
It was proposed in September. It hadn't anything been done with it. Sean Fraser is the guy. He's very liberal that has brought this to the floor in Canada. We'll keep you posted on this if this gets worse, but we're seeing a lot of indicators coming out of the UK that it's not good. What starts there, and we know how this book, we got a book that tells us how it's going to end.
That's right.
And this is only going to get worse. We're in the beginning stages of seeing what's happening worldwide, where other places it's not cool to like Jesus. Charlie Kirk was taken out for a reason as well.
Speaking the truth.
We hate to even say these things, but facts are facts. You need to be aware of them on your daily rounds. Never deny that man. He will forget you. We'll be right back.
Yeah, our system went out at the worst possible time, so we called environment masters, and the technician came out pretty quickly, did a lot of troubleshooting. He explained to me what the issue was, and it turned out it was an easy fix, and they had us up pretty quickly.
Our technicians don't just pass a test and then go to work. We have continuous on-site training both on equipment and customer care. Our senior technicians each have decades of experience and are always available. There's literally nothing that our team hasn't seen, so you can trust we know what we're doing. That's hassle-free plumbing and AC.
Spring is here, grass is growing, and your mower? Yeah, it's still not ready. Don't fight it another season. Head to Parrish Tractor for our Kubota zero-turn spring deals. Right now, you can get into a new Kubota zero-turn Z232 KW42 mower for just $5,299 or as low as $125 a month. More than a tractor store.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located.
Gotta have quick, Cody. I was glancing up on this, and if you've got a Ford truck, be looking for a possible email to be sent to you. They're recalling the SUVs and trucks because of a windshield wiper issue. 400,000 vehicles are going to be called back to whatever it is, in major, but it'll cause them not to work. And if you're caught in a rainstorm, you wouldn't like that. So,
You better hope you got some rain eggs.
well, that really is worth its weight in
That's
gold.
some pretty good stuff, isn't it?
You can just drive without any windshield wipers. And I need to do that. Here's some of the cars that are going to be recalled on this. If you've got a 21 to 23 Lincoln Navigator, 21 to 23 Ford Expedition, and 22, 23 F-250, 350, 450, 550, and I didn't even know they made a 600. But if you've got that, they're recalling those. Probably some little wire or something that's not right. They'll fix it. Have you going in no time flat. Not a big deal.
As long as they got parts.
Right.
Dodge has recalls, but they can't get parts. That makes no sense to me.
Well, Angie's had a recall a few weeks ago. Her heater wouldn't work right. When you go from air conditioning, it took about 3 weeks, and they got the part. And no problem at all. We got back up and running again. But sure was cold there for a day or two. She wouldn't ride. She will not ride in my car.
Is there room?
Well, yeah. She just didn't want to ride.
Okay, in the back.
No, the undercarriage in the back's full of stuff that I may need. Lights, cameras. You just never know what you'll need out there. A cooler.
Got some water.
I'm just curious of this.
There is a lot changed since the Queen died, and it looks like it's sure not going in the right direction.
I wanted to look up the inches on this, so I'd be right. In my vehicle, it's the smaller one, but I am so tickled because all of my life I've never had a car that had a camera in it when you put it in reverse that you could see.
Yeah.
Now, mine's a 22, 23 model, so my screen's about yay big. Angie's screen is this big. 17.7 inches, it says, is what it is. Now, people are complaining. I hadn't seen this in person, but the new Mazda that is coming out, they're saying it's too big. It's 26 inches long on the dash, so they're trying to say that it's too much screen, that it could be distracting. Is it, you think?
Very possible. I mean,
everybody in the back seat can see it.
You know, I'm getting used to, I don't know if mine's quite 17. I'm getting used to it, and I don't use all
yours
those
is 17.
other functions a whole lot. It is cool with a map. I mean, it's a big old map. And of course, with my backup camera, I've got the backup camera, and then I have the other two cameras.
Oh, go ahead and point out that I ain't got that. Go ahead, just go ahead.
But you know, I don't use it.
Oh, I do.
I put it in reverse, and I look and make sure that I'm not missing nothing.
Odie,
but I'm big and using my side.
That thing that you got has got the camera from the top, and it shows you your vehicle, and anything beside you as you're backing up.
Oh, yeah. Now, I will check on that.
That is the neat. As a matter of fact, I was at and we'll show pictures in a minute, out at the unveiling of the new fire truck yesterday.
Yeah.
It has backup cameras behind the fire truck, and also when they turn on a blinker in the fire truck, it has a video camera that comes up on the dash that shows the whole side of the truck of what they're turning to. That is just neat as all get out.
Make sure you don't.
It's safety.
It is. It really is.
Man, I like that.
And these trucks, you can't get in it and crank it up. You've got to get in it, fasten the seat belt, get everything done, then you can crank it. So you can't operate it without being strapped in. So a lot of safety's coming up.
Now, something that I would like that I know some vehicles have that I do not have. If you have a winch on the front of your vehicle and you try to park in a parking place, trying to figure out how close to get to the car in front of you, you know your winch, because it sticks out 2 or 3 feet in front of your vehicle. Sometimes that can be treacherous.
Now, my Dodge, it has the big winch and the guard and all that on the front, so it
have you got
extended
a camera
out
on that?
Now, and it's got a camera on the back.
On the back or front?
On the back.
You need one on the front, though.
Need one on the front. But now my Ford, my truck, my personal truck, I've got a winch on the front of it, but it's hid.
Oh, you
it's
got
up
the hidden
under
one.
the deal.
See, y'all ever notice how Odie drops how he has these special objects that I don't have? We'll be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome to Parker's Wholesale, located on I-59 South at Exit 80. Easy to find. Huge building. They're loaded up with toys, all your seasonal items. It's clean, it's neat, it's easy to shop. They got gloves, they got bolts of material for the people that want to redo stuff. They got plumbing, electrical, hunting items, fishing items, everything for all your needs. Go by and see them, Parker's Wholesale.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. And Odie, and all the things that I've seen and what we've done, I have never. This was a first for me yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm on a very serious note here of an accident that happened on I-20 yesterday afternoon. This is far west as you can go in Lauderdale County before going into Newton County. A wreck happened at mile marker 123 yesterday afternoon in the westbound lane. And the best we can figure is either the truck had a flat or was pulling back onto the interstate, was getting back onto the interstate like that, and a truck come over the hill And either, I don't know the layout, it didn't see it, or it just kind of happened quickly. And the truck going west runs into the back of a truck that is hauling a cattle trailer, a horse trailer, which had sheep in it. And then the truck made connection with it. Let me just show you. I don't know if my hand demonstrations worked right. Let's pull up this picture here, Odie. This is a cattle trailer. And if you'll notice, that Dodge is all the way in there.
And that's a dually.
Yeah, that's a dually. And look how far it went in. And then let me hit play on this. Now, let me pause this right here. Do you see how tight that is?
I was going to ask, how'd they get the fella out of there?
He climbed out himself before the fire, volunteer fire at Lost Gap got there, and before the ambulance got there. He made his way out, climbed over, and come out the back. He was taken for medical attention to be checked out. Nothing serious. Now, as we look at this, Odie, Highway Patrol, everybody came out to this incident. But I've never been, I don't know how to word this. I felt so sorry. It was 3 kids in the vehicle with their parents, and they were in the dually that was pulling this horse trailer. And I'm assuming it was their pet goats, sheep.
Wow, or show sheep or
show
something.
Sheep. And I don't want to say that fast. And bless their hearts, Odie, they were crying, they were upset, and it took out, I want to say there was one that we could hear that was still moving around, and I think they took care of that once they got back to Simmons Wrecker Service. They just took it all in one piece, picked it up, and took it all in one piece, and then dealt with what was there. But it was a bunch of sheep that lost their lives in that, and traumatic for the young kids that was there.
Yeah.
I have never seen that before. Ever in my life have I seen a truck go inside a trailer before.
Been doing this for a long time, and I hadn't either.
And again, do I know an exact answer for that? And again, I'm not 100% sure they'd had a flat, but that was said there that was a possibility, and they were getting back on the road for whatever case. But we often see accidents also out at where the Welcome Center is, to where 18-wheelers come out of the
Welcome Center.
And then it's an uphill grade, and they're trying to get up the hill, and then somebody tops that hill.
Yeah.
And boo-boos happen. Just always remember this. As much as you can get your speed up on the shoulder of that road before getting in that lane, do so. Not sure that would have prevented this. I'm just passing along some friendly.
We keep saying stay in the right lane, and you should. But anytime anybody's trying to get on,
get over.
Don't slow down and let them in. There's a design here, and for the most part, we're not talking about the Welcome Center, but there's a design where the on-ramp, these folks are supposed to get up to interstate speed or highway speed before they merge. You don't stop and let them in. You continue going. If safely, you move into the left lane and let them have this right lane. You don't stop a mile back when you're going to exit. The exit is your slow down.
You know where I see that happen a lot? What they now call the Highway 39 bypass. If you're coming from Johnson Dodge and you take the right to go toward 39 and 45, getting into the left lane, don't stop there because that road keeps going. And then it becomes a
back up and a back. You use that road to get up to speed. They don't. Man, driving just...
It's tough out there, Odie.
It's tough. And for some folks, it's tougher.
After Odie retires, he's going to Mississippi Highway Patrol to teach. Oh, you could go do driver's ed. Odie'd be drinking in a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't do it. I cannot imagine. What was it? The Blues Brothers, wasn't it one of his band members that was doing driver's ed?
Yeah, this is, and
here's a boo-boo.
You do you, but kids growing up, driving a go-kart, driving a golf cart, driving a side-by-side around your yard, that gives them a little bit of experience. I mean, we learned on tractors.
Yep.
You don't see many of them no more, but golf carts and side-by-sides and go-kart, stuff like that. It teaches kids at a very young age a little bit about what to expect before we throw them in a 2,000.
Go ahead and throw that advice out on a tractor while going down a hill. Never push the clutch.
Oh, no. That thing will go very, very fast.
It's not like a car. Do not push the clutch. It's the fastest ride that you'll see in Dollywood.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Front row.
Oh.
Experience here, experience there. I want to address this because you got a phone call a moment ago, and there was lots of questions about this last night. I got a bunch of them said, why is there like 80 police cars hanging out over at the Knights of Columbus? And so, well, after I got through
we thought it was bingo night.
Yeah, well, it did look like it. After we went there, I pulled up and all of y'all were there, and y'all been on a search for a missing person in the Meridian area, had you not?
Yeah, dispatch got a call from out of town and said family was worried and asked if we could go and try and make contact. AT&T was pinging the phone, and every time they would send us a ping, we would go to that location, whether by air or foot or side by side, and we searched everything in between and all that. And boy, I tell you, I've never seen it, but it pinged here, it pinged there, it pinged over here, and it was, now this ping is within a 500 meter range or 1,000 meter range, and it's like, all right, we just moved a mile, and now you're saying that it could be within another mile.
And so the search went on and on.
The search went on and on.
Would you go as far as to say it was somebody that maybe didn't want to be found?
Yeah, and that was that was one reason that we ended the search. It was getting dark. It was getting to where it wasn't safe, and we did not have confirmation that this was a life-threatening event. Now, I have made contact with the man, and he is doing good. Everything is good. We talked for, I don't know, 6-7 minutes, something like that. And, I mean, he sounded clear, no problem. He just wanted to be by himself. He's safe. I told him I was going to call and check on him this afternoon. So everything's good. Everything's fine. So, yeah, good job.
Well, that's a good ending to that because it was a curiosity thing. Yeah. We had a fire at Louisville. Where y'all at?
Uh-oh.
We had a little fire up there at the gas station there. This pick-em-up truck, 18-wheeler here, as you'll see, it's got a little bit of burn mark there. Caught on fire yesterday. Nothing major, but it did happen. Emergency officials responded there, and all is well. It wasn't a total loss, thank goodness. That's a lot of money that can go up in smoke when it comes to a big truck like that.
Yeah.
Now, we got word yesterday that there was a carjacking.
Oh.
This would be in the Jackson area. We had Capitol Police involved, Gluckstadt Police, Madison County Sheriff's Department involved. I want to say there was another agency that was involved in it also. Let me see who it was. It seemed like there was one more agency. But let's go to the video here, Odie. This is where they got him. This is where
he didn't get away.
He ran into the back of this right here is where it's sitting right there. He hit this vehicle here. And here's our culprit. He's in jail now.
Uh-oh. He got a Band-Aid.
Yes, sir, he does. That'd be because he hit the police car there and bumped his head.
Oh.
But armed weapon, stole somebody's car, and the police were on it in Jackson like nobody's business. He was taken into custody a short while later after a little chase there. No one was injured, anything like that. But police done the right thing. He was taken into custody, and he won't be taking anybody's car for a while.
No. Yeah.
You just never know where we'll be when we get it caught right there on video, and that's what was going on.
Now, look, I'm going to bring this back up because we had one more on here. If somebody gets on here on the comments and say, hey, I caught it all on camera. Click this link. No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's fake.
Don't do that. They're going to track your phone and pull up anything that you've got on there, including your bank accounts.
And we block them every chance we get.
Yep. So we block them, get rid of them, but please do not fall for that scheme because they will take over your phone.
We see Shirley is up this morning. Glad to see her up and
Good
moving
morning.
today.
Yeah.
We have some more news that is one of those things where we need to pass along the information. As we mentioned, early Monday morning and the wee hours, it was... No. It was Sunday night at right before 10 o'clock. It kind of all run together there for me for a second. It was Sunday night around 10 p.m. that a guy got on the interstate going the wrong way at mile marker 100, which is Lake, and was headed toward Newton. There was a head-on collision 3 to 5 miles later, and it ended deadly. As we pull up the story here, the person has been identified as 74-year-old Harold Crocker of Lake, Mississippi. Again, it happened approximately at mile marker 103. We pass along condolences to his family that happened. There was another guy that was, I believe somebody told me from the scene that he was from Georgia, was passing through, and just how things work out, Odie, as the two connected head-on. The guy that got hit head-on was in a pickup truck, and so the sedan sort of went up under the truck. Although it was still head-on, it kind of shielded him, and it went up like that, which saved his life in the end.
Yeah.
So he was banged up a little bit, but A-okay. But tragedy there. And as we speak of tragedy, let's just move right on along and let me get to this one, because we need to talk about this also. I thought I had it handy. I think we need to pull this up and go ahead, as you have sad stories, and talk about all of them at once. Sadness is a part of what goes on every day in our lives, and sometimes it's very hard to deal with. As we go back down to Clark County to discuss this, we now have identified the person who lost her life. This was a mother, mere 42 years old, that was involved in the accident involving a golf cart that happened on Ritchie Street in the town of Enterprise. As you know, a beautiful woman. This is her obituary. You're more than welcome to go here and click, and this will take you to Wright's Funeral Home. Born 1983, passed away on April the 5th there. And it touches our heart. And if you can make it to the wake and go in and see that, it's going to be visitation tomorrow from 5 until 8 p.m. at New Hope Baptist Church. And then they're also going to have the funeral services on Friday. Brother Doug is going to do that funeral. We pass along condolences to this family. And again, as we all know, the family also suffered a terrifying event last year also.
Yeah. This is tough, and this is something that only the Lord Jesus Christ can give some comfort for.
And with this being said, you've got a father who is left to raise two children, two girls, if I'm not mistaken, on his own.
2 daughters.
So y'all keep them in your thoughts, your prayers. It is very touching. I didn't know them personally, but my heart tugs for y'all and everybody associated with it. I know she had so many friends. I've gotten so many messages about that. So that's the latest that we have on that situation. We'll be right back. We got some more information, some better news around the corner on the way.
Sipping savor at the max, raise it up. Cold drinks on ice, yeah, fill your cup. Good food, good folks, let loose on the night's track. Every sip, every bite, only at the max.
For over 40 years, you've been able to count on Watt Equipment in DeKalb, Mississippi. They've got your Massey Ferguson's brand new 23 up to 135 horse cab and air tractors. They've got all your hay equipment needs, all your bush hogs. If your tractor needs it, they got it. Also remember, they service all makes and models, whether it's green, orange, blue, red, or yellow. They can get your parts in, they can do your service on your equipment. Don't forget Watt Equipment, DeKalb, Mississippi.
If your car needs any kind of maintenance, see our friends at Eastgate Tire Service in Marion, Mississippi. They've been doing this for over 35 years. It started out with Matthew's dad, and they're still doing business today. That's tires, oil.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie is with us today as we begin this. And I just noticed the background. We still got Easter decorations.
I got a bunny rabbit. He don't know. He can't see. He ain't got no eyes.
Didn't realize that. Shad White has been busy once again, and this time he targeted Grandma.
Uh-oh.
Grandma got run over. She's been taken to jail, Odie.
She got run over by a police car, and they came to pick her up for breaking the law.
She was embezzling. You can't do that with Shad White's. His special forces showed up, and I was trying to look for. She faces up to $25,000 in fine, 10 years in prison. She won't be making any type of. Usually with this, now what's going to happen is it's going to be reduced to no time spent. Probably if she repays. Can't guarantee that.
Yep.
But I don't see the exact amount. She just took cash from water bills it was paying, basically. That is the latest that we got from that. You'll get caught. Don't do it. Doesn't matter who you are.
You send bills out, and your computer says, we just sent out $10,000 worth of bills. Your computer knows if you got $10,000 in.
Yes, sir.
And if you hadn't, where'd that money go? Somebody not pay, or you cutting them off, or this is going to equal out some way or another. People
and those little guys are good at what they do. Little auditors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got those little bitty glasses with the sunshade hat.
The theme that's going through my head is I think I can. I watched them all push and strain as we go to.
Well, it's heavy.
We went to Tomb Soup yesterday, and here it is. This is the annual push-in ceremony. Here they go. They're trying to get it in. Chris has directed them. And I hated to use that shot, but that was the only way to get this. Did you show my hiney? I said, I had to show your hiney. I didn't know how else to do it.
Oh, man.
And they get it in. There you go.
That's it.
And here's the group. Here's all of our volunteers there at Tumsuba Fires. They got a brand new fire engine, and it is customary to push that thing in.
Yeah.
Is it good luck? Is that what it brings?
Backwards. Yeah. So it goes back to horse and buggies.
And that's them putting the truck into service. He was talking low, but he said
it.
So
epic.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
So they got them a new fire engine. We can't be more tickled for them. Well, we were going from one wreck. I went from a wreck to get there just in time as the meeting was wrapping. I thought I was going to miss it there for a minute. And then my truck said, "Hey, fool, you fixing to walk."
You got to stop at the store.
It went down to, you had 0 miles before empty.
How much that cost you?
That was the $86. Hubba.
If you just waited one more day.
Well, I'm not so sure that's going to happen.
It ain't going to happen. They raise them in one day. They don't lower them that quick.
Sometimes they do it 3 times in a day. But
well, the price of the gas they got in the tank is what they paid this for. Ooh. So they're not going to sell it for this. But if you got cheap gas in your tank, they're going to raise it up because they say that they got to have money to pay for the next tank.
But it isn't what you paid.
No.
That's like arguing with a woman. You ain't going to win. Advice.
Go pay it. Because we ain't got narrow other choice.
That's just the way it was.
Oh, buds and boiling.
That's going to be May the 2nd. Can you believe that's already
here? Oh, that is. And if I'm not mistaken, here's another one of these double duties.
What's that?
That morning you go out to Collinsville Day, spend some time with them, then you leave there and go to Buds and Boil.
Let me see here.
What a day! What a day!
Oh, that sounds right. Collinsville, the following.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
I can't type quick. I try often, but it doesn't always work that way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that the right one?
No.
Nope.
There you go.
There we go. Collinsville Fire and Rescue. Let's see here.
Keep going down a little bit. Down a little bit. There you go. May 2nd. If I tell you chicken is out there dipping snuff, you ain't got to look under the wing for a can.
So this will be here also before we know it, and we do have a double day coming up this weekend, as we'll be in Newton.
Yes, sir.
Loose Caboose kicks off at 8 o'clock that morning, 8 to 9, and then we'll go through about 4 o'clock. Car shows, lots of activities to do. We'll be over, and then we'll come back for Sip and Savor that afternoon, for the Meridian's biggest event they have of the year.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a great event for the Max, but you've got restaurants, you have drinks that people are putting out. You're tasting the food that they offer. So if you want to go and taste different, unique foods before you go to a restaurant and buy it, this is a place you can do that at. You can test different wines, different drinks across the area that are new. This is something great for Meridian. A lot of people show up, and like y'all talked about yesterday, you can show up in a 3-piece suit with a hat and a cummerbund, or you can come in blue jeans and a t-shirt.
I will be there with a Coca-Cola. Far as I go.
Ice cold Coca-Cola.
Every now and then I like it without ice.
As long as it's cold.
Yep, it's got to come out.
But it's going to be a great weekend.
Odie, I was reading this morning, and I didn't realize that this was coming to an end. Al's Gardening Gift. And occasionally I like this. There's a lot of people that love this. But the cheese straw factory it's coming to an end. And Al's got a bunch of them there. I didn't know that they were going to quit making it.
So they're not going to make cheese straws no more?
Mississippi Cheese, it's closing. And he's stocked up as the store goes out of business. And if you want some, hurry while they got it.
You better, because you're not getting any more. You better go on down there.
That's gone with the wind, as they say. I did not know. So there you go. We also got a note yesterday afternoon about some credit cards that were lost and found.
Tashia Harris?
Yes.
Call that number if you look down going, ain't got no credit card.
That's a bad feeling to reach in your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Angie sent me to get something at Lowe's one day, and I got ready to pay, and I didn't have nothing.
Say, hey, man, you know who I am? I'll be right back.
That don't work. I had to leave my buggy and drive all the way back, then drive all the way back in.
And then, of course, the bank that you do business with is closed that time.
They sure are.
So you can't go by and say, man, look, I need 20.
Closed on Saturday. It just anyway. I want to go over what counties have burn bans for a moment there.
Yeah.
A little windy today, not the day to burn, and it's going to be a little while, another week before we get any rain, Odie. So cautious with your burning. We're not saying that you can't burn in Lauderdale County. You can. Just use
common sense.
Yeah, that's the word.
You might have to look that up in a dictionary, but it's there.
Here's the counties that are in Mississippi right now that do have burn bans: Grenada, Carroll, Clay County, Lee, Montgomery, Lowndes, Noxubee, the closest to us, Benton, and Marshall counties. Now, those are burn bans that are in effect. That's the only ones right now. But again, still a little dry outside. Just be careful with what you're doing out there.
Keep your water source handy. Don't leave it. You go get you a chair. Go get you some ice cold Coca-Cola. Get you some water, sit down, and watch this fire. You build that fire, you sit there, and you stay with that fire. Don't walk off.
That's true. That's when things happen. That's like leaving something in the oven and going next door to chat with somebody. It ain't good.
Yeah, you get caught up, your turkey's burnt, house full of smoke, alarms going off.
We learned yesterday, as everybody now is starting to come out and talk about what office they would like to hold. The Secretary of State has now spoken. Going to be giving up Secretary of State and will be running for Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Mississippi. Michael Watson, who is we're talking about, Secretary of State will now run for Lieutenant Governor.
I liked old Mike.
Y'all remember this now. Lieutenant Governor really has more power than the governor.
Yep.
Who runs the Senate.
Yep.
It don't go in there if they don't want it. So choose wisely. This is an election. Who else is going to be running for lieutenant? Have you heard?
I haven't heard anything else for lieutenant governor. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out. Names are starting to be thrown out. People seeking different positions. you know, you've got in the House, you have the Speaker of the House, and in the Senate, you have the Lieutenant Governor who runs that. And man, I tell you, there's some power with that LT.
It is.
position.
It is. And everybody in the third cousin wants to be governor. That list is going to be long once we get the exact people that are. There's lots of talk. So far, we've got one. Andy Gibson is the one that's already out there going, hey, I'm running.
And boy, people's got a lot of catching up to do, because Andy Gibson, and what I've seen, because nobody else has spoke, but I really like everything
Strong
that
platform.
Andy is putting out. A huge platform, God-fearing man, a preacher. So
now, as we brought up Lynn a while ago, it isn't official, but we're hearing that she may run. We're also hearing maybe, it hadn't been said, that maybe a Duff, one of the richest
brothers,
man, would run for governor. And there's 2 or 3 more that may come out of the woodwork. We've even heard, what's his face that likes to audit things?
Shad White.
Shad White may run
I
for
believe
governor.
he's already said that
He is
going to run on the Facebook page. And how much strength are people wanting to see a change? I don't want a politician who's been there for year after year after year after year and spent 20 years. Or do they want a businessman, a billion-dollar businessman come in and say, look, I know what it's going to take to straighten up. It's going to be some pains, but we can make Mississippi strategically placed with what we have to offer, the money that we can save,
Correct.
the money we've got coming in. We've got casinos. Let's make sure that money's spent where it needs to be spent. We've got lottery. Are we spending that correctly? Are people going to allow a politician to make those decisions, or someone who's built and run and maintained billion-dollar companies?
We'll see there. Now, there is lots of talk locally. There's going to be some shakeups coming. Nothing has been formally announced. And I had somebody made a comment there about, is Greg going to run for anything? Odie, there's not a time that he and I doesn't sit down at lunch. Somebody comes up to Greg and goes, hey, you going to run for supervisor? Greg doesn't answer. So if y'all want Greg to run for something, I say put a little pressure on Greg, make him speak up.
Woo,
He gets
you for
asked a lot.
governor and me for lieutenant governor.
Can you imagine that party there? We'd have bigger shrimp.
Yeah, man, I tell you, we went to the governor's mansion. And you could only eat one shrimp at a time. You held that dude like a chicken leg.
It was that big. We're not lying.
It was huge.
And I know that governor's mansion looks
And
big
a
from outside.
itty bitty hamburger,
But they
big around.
They ain't enough chairs in there to fit nobody.
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, give me the ketchup.
That's why we were holding on to that scrimp there, because there was nowhere to sit.
It's basically 4 rooms and a kitchen.
Yeah.
And they're big square rooms with nowhere to sit. But we did have a great time being over there.
Even though Amy flashed them.
It was windy.
We walked.
I will
right
not
in front
walk
of-
behind y'all no more. I know that.
Wind came and Amy's dress went straight up. Whoop!
Marilyn Monroe. And I said, oh, did you see what I saw? He said, yeah, it did.
I think half the governor's staff did too.
We'll be right back.
Bring on long days, sweltering heat, and acres that just won't end. Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality, and stubborn durability that refuses to give in. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Visit your local dealer or explore an Exmark online for special finance offers available now.
When your windshield cracks, you need someone you can trust. At Advanced Auto Glass by Joey, experience matters. We handle everything from rock chips to full replacements, even power window repair, servicing all vehicle types. Let us keep you safe and back on the road. We are local, proud to serve you with honest, reliable service. Call us today at 601-286-3405. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey, certified, trusted, local.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. Said that,
two more that we really hadn't thought about. One, Philip Gunn.
I'm not
the ex-speaker, former Speaker of the House.
I'm not sure he and I are on the same page. I'd have to go back and do some reading, but I'm not sure he and I align on our thoughts.
He's wanting to put his name in the hat for governor. No matter who it is, please, like you said, go pull up what they've all got, websites or Facebook pages. They've got something that you can go in there and find out what do they stand for, because do they meet what you're looking for, and that's Republican or Democrat. I voted for both. I voted for Republican. I voted for Democrat. I don't care what's behind your name as long as we align on the same thought process. But another name that we are going to see a shake-up, that's Donna Jill's spot.
Yeah, it's going to be several people running for that.
Time open in, 30 years?
36
years? Yeah.
Long time.
So now that's completely open. We've heard some names of possibilities. We won't get into much
because we
of
haven't
that.
got it confirmed yet.
Yeah. So
waiting to hear on that.
They're going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got 4 or 5 names running for that seat.
Yeah, I can see that. And if you can't find out anything on this, go to a Jackson restaurant and see if your people were stuffing money for a waitress to get a purse. Yes, America, that did happen. You know it happened as well as I did. Yeah. What happens when the boys go to town? Well, go ask the waitress in Jackson. You'll find out what really they're all about.
Yeah, Philip Gunn, today is the 8th, so we've got 6 more days is when he's supposed to come out on the 14th. When you put in the news that you're expected to make a decision and come out on the 14th and tell everybody you're running for governor, just go ahead and do it then.
You've already said it. The vote guide, iVoteGuide.com. And each thing that they vote on is in black and white. You can always go back. Did they skip a vote? You can always see it that.
If they're an incumbent, go back and look at their voting record.
Now, it's harder on somebody that's new. You have to rely on what they're saying.
Yeah.
But at the end of that first 4 years, if they didn't do what they said they'd do, they need to go. That's just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
They are looking for someone who struck a school bus in Hattiesburg and ran 3600 block of Campbell Drive on the 7th is when it happened, 2 days ago. That did happen. And Odie, I didn't know about this in Mississippi. Liquor has to go through a central warehouse before it's distributed?
That's right. Regulated by the state.
Is that so they can collect taxes?
So they can manage it. And there's one trucking company that can deliver that. And their machines are down, and they're building some more.
So we got a liquor shortage.
So we don't have a shortage of liquor. We have a failure of getting the liquor out to the stores to sell.
Man, is this way in every state?
No.
I had no idea.
You've got ABC stores in every state.
But there's one trucking company can deliver all the liquor in the state.
Yeah.
That shocks me. Isn't that like a monopoly? Seriously. And then do you? Because I don't know. I'm asking. Like, if you buy liquor, do you buy it from a company and then they send it to this ABC thing, or do you buy from these people here and then they ship it to you?
I think you buy it from the liquor store. Would buy it from
the warehouse,
from the warehouse, or from that company, and it may be at the warehouse. I'm not sure if we've got to buy it through Mississippi, or if we buy it through the manufacturer, and then it goes through Mississippi ABC to get to us.
Man,
and when your machines are down, it's
just something about that don't sound right.
30 years ago, you had to go, all right, so they want 2 cases of Jim Beam, 5 cases of Jack Daniels. Let me go pull that off the shelf and put it on a cart, and I'll roll it up to the truck. Well, we can't do that now. It's got to go through a computer-aided system, and it's not working right. So instead of going and fulfilling these orders by hand, manual labor.
Manual labor, yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of...
Wouldn't we be better to send Charlie out to keep Ward busy and have Greg deliver it in the back of a LTD?
Get Smokey and the Bandit out here. They brought a whole load of cores over.
Corn syrup, and those days are gone. But that's prohibition. But I did not know we had.
State's gonna get their money.
I didn't know it was delivered by one company. And how do you get that contract? I bet that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know more about that. I totally blindsided by that. It's not stupidity. It's just I've never dealt with liquor. I didn't know all this, and I bet there's more people that didn't know it.
I can't remember. I read through it when it was coming up, but somebody had brought up to make a law that says these liquor stores can buy straight from the company and get it delivered to their store.
Okay.
However they could to maintain their business until the time that Mississippi ABC could get their act together and start getting back on a routine. Now, that law got squashed.
Oh, somebody didn't want that to get
said,
out.
No, we can't do that.
Would that do away with the company delivering it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It could lead to that anyway.
It could lead to, hey, look, we're doing fine without the help of one place. You pass a law that says, all right, if Scotty Ray sells Odie a case of liquor, then Scotty Ray's got to turn that into the state that Odie got a case, and then Odie better pay taxes on the case. So there's ways that you can check that out.
I understand they want the money, and I think most businesses follow the letter of the law. But man, that's
when it's hurting our local stores, that's livelihood.
Didn't we watch this in Roadhouse, where you had to buy it through what's his name in the town?
Oh yeah.
And then if you didn't do it, he drove his Bigfoot truck over your cars.
That's right. It burns your place down, or you know.
That's fishy. Didn't know all that.
Yeah.
And if someone knows more about it than me, and all of this is the letter of it, send me a email. I'd like to know more about
They're
it.
They're going
really
from Glustant to Canton, and so why don't you have a fully operational warehouse? While you build a fully operational warehouse, and then you switch over to it. Now, understand that you've got some equipment that's broke, and you don't want to repair it because it costs money. Well, that's part of doing your job.
And Michelle just pointed out, remember when the government took over the bunny ranch in Nevada and ran it in the ground? We ain't got no bunnies left, y'all.
Tax their little ears.
We ain't got nothing in Lost Gap no more either. That's gone. Yeah, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You ain't even got to say it.
No, you don't.
All right, we've had a good time this morning. We need to do some birthdays there, Otis.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we? We got Joe and Tammany Harding is celebrating 4 years together. Michael Murray's got a birthday. Nick Zingler. Mark Watkins. Deborah Blair had a birthday yesterday. Virgil and Tricia Williams celebrating 37 years. Kelsey Williams, 23 years old. Doris Creekmore, you ready? 99 years young today. Miss Creekmore, happy birthday.
Really? Boy, that's how big in there.
And then Nyla Grace Nelson. I do believe so.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Double check.
Happy birthday to you. But man, Miss Creekmore, I hope you get anything you want today for your 99th birthday. This is your last year at double digits.
Oh, it is. You're going into the triples.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And I've seen this, Odie. Where will it stop? And I understand that people love helping. We mentioned last week there was a guy that was delivering, I think it's for Sam's Club or DoorDash, and they raised like, I don't know, $200,000 or $300,000 for the elderly guy, and he got to take off. They have found another one that they are pushing, and they've raised $76,000 for this guy. And I saw this morning, it was a, God bless his soul, he's 84 delivering pizzas trying to make ends meet. And this is nationwide, not local. And they are going to start a GoFundMe for him. It's a bunch of it. But where does that stop? Who decides who gets the attention?
And anybody can start one, and for the right reason. And I know you don't really like it because they take a big percentage, but a lot of people must really feel good because you can do it anonymous, or you can do it with your name plastered all over You can give, it doesn't matter, $20, $10, $100, whatever, to help someone out. I think as long as someone sees someone that's deserving and people start feeling the same and give to it, I don't know if we'll ever see an end to it.
I thought I'd share this. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. You know Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, that's not going to be able to run because of the fraud. He made a remark on not on Facebook, but on Twitter yesterday. And it wasn't so much what he said, it's what the commentary that came after that. And I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to reword it because I don't want to use that word. But last night, Tim Walz posted the president has lost his mind. It was followed by this post that said, here's the man who required feminine products in a fourth grade's bathroom thinks that you've lost your mind. Boys. That's pretty strong. Things that you need to know that are going on across America.
Miss Creekmore.
What'd she say?
Still takes care of herself.
Really?
And all praises to God. Amen. I met a lady, she was 106. And when I knocked on her door, I could hear her, I'm coming, hold on. And she got there and opened the door. And I looked and I was like, this woman's not. I said, the birthday's wrong. So I got through doing what I was doing, and she was actually in there cooking dinner. And I said, ma'am, I normally don't like to ask females how old you are and your birthday, but I don't know if the information I got is right. And she goes, yeah, I'm 106. And I was like, okay.
You got around good, huh?
And she goes, this house right here is on the family property. She said, come here and look out this window. I opened the window, and she goes, you see that house right there? And it was older, runners down. I said, yes, ma'am. She goes, I was born in that house. And I've lived right here my entire life, and I hadn't moved anywhere else.
Well, that's a neat little story.
I said, pretty good. I said, can I ask you what you account for your longevity? And she thought for just a minute. She goes, oh, yeah, the Word of God.
There you are.
I have either read the Word of God or I have read the Word of God every day of my life.
You know, something that didn't faze you? You didn't mind asking Chuck Roberts how old he was.
Well, you know, the Reverend needs to know this when it gets ready for the wedding vow.
Chuck, he's picking on you. I just want to tell you that. All right, let's, as we depart, have you got a message for us to end the show with today?
Right there, Romans 10, verse 17. Consequently, faith comes from hearing the message. Boy, this goes with what I was just saying. And the message is heard through the word about Christ. Faith. We have to have faith of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And it comes from hearing the message. And that's going to remind me, we were saying at one time or another, we were just ending the show with a little feel-good saying. And one Monday, after I got out of church on Sunday and I got my toes stomped on, Brother Kenneth got me. It just stuck with me. So that Monday, I ended with a Bible verse. And me and you were out, you were eating a chicken from Chick-fil-A, and I run up on you, we were talking, and another lady came up and just wanted to say hey and introduce herself. And I said, did you watch the show? And she goes, yeah. And
she said, I didn't like it, but
I just know who y'all are. And I said, I ended the day with a Bible verse, and I said, what do you want to hear, a Bible verse or just something that speaks nice? And she said, you know what? I think the Bible verse is it, because that may be the only time someone hears the Word of God. And that goes back through it. Consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the Word about Christ. And you get that from the Holy Book, the Holy Bible. Y'all have a wonderful day. We love you. Happy Hump Day. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, we love you too.